I don't know about you, but every year on August 15th, my social feed is flooded with patriotic vibes. People are sharing Instagram stories, WhatsApp statuses, and either low-key dancing to Desh Rangila or high-key watching those performances. It's our 78th Independence Day, and yes, a lot has changed, but there are some things that remain iconic. Let's find out things that have stood the test of time and are still giving us all the Desh Bhakti feels. First on this list is UPSC. Surprising, isn't it? How can an exam be this old? Actually, UPSC was established in 1926 for recruiting civil servants. Initially, exams for the Indian Civil Service were conducted in London for those aged between 18 to 23, making it difficult for Indians to succeed. Satyendranath Tagore was the first Indian to succeed. Nearly 97 years later, the exam is still one of the most coveted and difficult in post-independent India. Next is the Tanjavur Maharaja Serfoji's Saraswati Mahal Library. This is one of the last medieval libraries still standing in the world. Can you believe it? It's an epitome of culture and knowledge built up over centuries by the Nayak and Maratha dynasties. And it's home to over 49,000 manuscripts written on both palm leaves and paper in various languages and scripts. Next on the list is, yes, tea. Tea was first introduced to India by the British East India Company in the 1830s. They wanted to take down China's tea monopoly and saw India as the perfect spot due to its climate and soil. Fast forward to the 20th century, India became a major tea player, with Assam and Darjeeling teas getting international recognition. The East India Company, once a symbol of oppression in India, is now owned by Indian entrepreneur Sanjeev Mehta. Now that we've talked about tea, it's time for coffee. I mean Kolkata's Indian Coffee House. It was founded way back in 1876 as Albert Hall in the College Street area. It's one of those eateries where freedom fighters exchange literature, messages and firearms. The Indian government officially named it Coffee House in 1947. Today, it's one of the most iconic heritage spots in Kolkata, a total must-visit for anyone who loves history, coffee or just a good vibe. Next is Viari Bavan. It's this iconic South Indian veg restaurant in Bangalore that's been around since 1943. Initially, it was just a small spot for students. That's where it gets its name from. But over time, it's become a legendary part of the city's food scene. Despite being around for ages, it has the same traditional vibes and same delicious food. How can we not talk about Kadi? It's literally the OG Indian fabric. From being the symbol of our freedom struggle and independence, to being Gandhi's go-to for self-reliance, to now being a fashion favorite among millennials. It's a fabric that continues to reinvent itself and survive all odds. Can you believe it's been over a century since India's first feature film, Raja Harishchandra, hit the screens in 1913? Directed by Dada Saheb Phalke, it marked the beginning of an epic journey for Bollywood. There's been no turning back ever since. The Hindi film industry has grown leaps and bounds to get global recognition since then. From Prithviraj Kapoor to the era of Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan, it continues to inspire many to dream big in the city of dreams. With this, it's a wrap. Did we miss out any iconic gems? Let us know in the comments.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo.